What's up, Unstoppable Squad? Today we have another WWE SmackDown full show results and thoughts coming guys' way. We're under blue lights. I'm Unstoppable Denominator. WWE SmackDown results, coverage, and highlights for August 18th, 2023. Coming to you live on Friday nights, it's SmackDown and the Unstoppable Squad, the Unstoppable Denominator, has got you covered for live results. Start time for SmackDown is 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Match by match highlights and results from the show will take place on this very channel every single day besides Mondays. Feel free to leave any comments in the comments section below. SmackDown Tonight Live from Toronto is set to feature Edge going one-on-one with Sheamus, as tonight's SmackDown has been promoted as Edge's 25th anniversary and his contract expires. Also set for SmackDown tonight is the new United States Champion Rey Mysterio and fellow LWO member Santos Escobar appearing on the Grayson Waller effect, as well as Bianca Belair teaming up with Charlotte Flair to take on Io Sky and Bayley. It should be interesting to see how things play out on tonight's show. Alright, SmackDown kicks off with the Grayson Waller in the ring for our opening segment. Waller says that Edge should come down there and thank Waller for making him relevant again. After this, Waller introduces his two guests tonight, Santos Escobar and the new United States Champion Rey Mysterio. After a video package recapping Mysterio's title win last week, Mysterio says that all that matters is that the championship belongs to the LWO. Waller says that Mysterio stole the title opportunity from Escobar last week, which is goddamn true. Waller says Escobar was on the run of his career when Escobar's own mentor stole the title from him. Escobar screams at Waller to shut up and says the only person he is mad at is Austin Theory. Escobar says he gave his blessing to his mentor and his friend. Bullshit. Your friend, your mentor, stole it from you. You didn't say a thing. Pretty much, Rey Mysterio probably went to have Austin Theory attack you. Escobar tells Waller he knows what he's trying to do, but it will not work. Escobar says that that once he's fully healed, Escobar is cut off by Austin Theory's music hits, and the former United States Champion coming down to the ring. Theory says that what happened last week is a tragedy. Theory says Escobar wasn't strong enough to step up to the greatest U.S. champion, and that Mysterio should have never been in that match. Theory demands Adam Pearce come out and award his title back to him. Adam Pearce then comes out to the ring to berate Theory before Pearce is interrupted by LA Knight coming out. Following a massive pop from LA Knight, as always, LA Knight takes objection to Theory claiming himself as the greatest U.S. champion in history. LA Knight congratulates Mysterio, but says that eventually that title will belong to himself. LA Knight says he went through 24 other men at SummerSlam, and it won't be anything to go through Austin Theory. I'm sorry, but to be honest with you, that Battle Royal should have been something like a #1 contendership or something, you know? Why would you have a Battle Royal or something? Makes no sense. LA Knight then lays down the challenge. LA Knight versus Austin Theory for a shot at the United States Championship. Adam Pearce makes the match official. Coming up next. Commercial break. We come back. LA Knight versus Austin Theory. Our opening matches. Opening bell is delayed by The Miz making his way out to the ring and joining the commentary desk. The bell rings and Theory goes right after LA Knight in the corner. Theory Irish whips LA Knight into the opposite corner, after which LA Knight springs out of the corner to hit a lariat. LA Knight then hits his signature elbow drop and covers for 2. Theory grabs LA Knight from down on the mat and throws him out of the ring. Theory throws LA Knight to the barricade. After Theory plays to the crowd, LA Knight hits a back elbow strike and bounces Theory's head off the announce table several times as the crowd chants "yeah" after every bounce. LA Knight then throws Theory into the Miz, knocking him out of his chair. Commercial break. We come back. Our opening match continues live. LA Knight powering out of a chin lock, and hitting a big shoulder tackle. Theory slams LA Knight's head into the turnbuckle and follows it with a drop kick. Theory rolls through the middle rope and pops up, but is caught in midair and slammed down by LA Knight. LA Knight blocks a punch and counters with an Irish whip to the corner before hitting a neckbreaker. LA Knight hits a running knee in the corner and goes for a back suplex, but Theory rolls through and takes LA Knight down with a chop block. Theory goes for a town down, but LA Knight breaks free and hits a power slam. LA Knight signals for his elbow drop, but The Miz runs on the apron to cause a distraction. LA Knight chases Miz around the ring and into the ring. LA Knight sends Miz out of the ring and with a lariat. Off the distraction, Theory gets a roll-up for the 3 count. Austin Theory wins. Commentary alludes to tonight being a tribute to Edge's 25th anniversary. We then cut to a video package of various wrestlers paying tribute to Edge's, including John Cena, Charlotte Flair, Sheamus, and much more. We go to commercial break. We come back. SmackDown returns live with Edge, with another Edge tribute video playing, starting off with the famous video of a young Edge asking Bret Hart a question about becoming a professional wrestler. Numerous career highlights are then shown, starting with moments from Edge and Christian as a team, and then going on to Edge's career as a solo star and main eventer. This video features Steve Austin, Mick Foley, Batista, and The Undertaker, among others, speaking of Edge's historic career. We cut to the crowd chanting "Thank you, Edge," before Damage Control make their way out to the ring for their match. Bayley and Dakota Kai came out first, and the two introduced WWE Women's Champion Io Sky as our women's tag team match is up next. We have commercial break. Io Sky and Bayley versus Bianca Belair and Charlotte Flair. The match begins with Bayley and Belair in the ring. Bayley goes for a takedown, but Belair counters and slams Bayley to the mat. Belair hits a corner spear and follows up with a snap suplex. Belair tags in Charlotte, who stomps Bayley in the corner before hitting a chop. Bayley reverses a power slam and slams Charlotte down by her hair. Bayley tags Sky in, and Charlotte quickly drops Sky to the outside of the ring with a big boot. Charlotte then dives off the apron to hit both Sky and Bayley. We go to commercial break. Holy shit. The match continues live with Bayley having Charlotte Flair in a chin lock on the mat. Charlotte powers up and slams Bayley's head first to the turnbuckle. Charlotte climbs up top but is thrown to the mat by Bayley. Sky tags in and locks in a cross-face hold. Charlotte breaks free and hits a backdrop and crawls to the corner to tag Blair, but Sky knocks Blair off the apron before the... Sorry. Now I don't remember where the frick I am. Charlotte slams Sky before the tag is made. Charlotte slams Sky off the ropes and is then able to make the tag to Blair. Blair hits a corner spear to Sky and climbs up top to hit a series of strikes from above. Bayley runs in and Blair flips over Bayley and takes Bayley down with a slam off the Bayley distraction. Sky hits a drop kick. Sky tags Bayley in and Blair hits Bayley with a neck breaker while simulationally, hitting Sky with a DDT. Charlotte tags in and Charlotte power slams both Sky and then Bayley hit before hitting Bayley with a lariat. Charlotte climbs to the top rope, but Bayley shoves her off, chasing her to the crash, causing her to crash to the barricade. Sky goes for the moonsault, but Charlotte rolls free. Sky lands on her feet and goes for a corner spear but crashes into the post as Charlotte dodges. Blair tags back in and Charlotte hits the big boot and Blair follows with a KOD. Blair then covers for the 3. I'm surprised why would you let your champion lose here? Not good. Especially, I think, got pinned, I think. We then got another tribute video to Edge featuring many more wrestlers, including Cody Rhodes and several other current stars, and the legendary Kurt Angle praising Edge. We then get to the Street Profits making their way out to the ring for an upcoming tag team match against the Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. Commercial break. We come back. SmackDown Live returns with Blair being interviewed backstage. Blair is attacked backstage by Damage Control, which concludes with Io Sky immobilizing Blair's injured leg with a steel chair. The Street Profits versus Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. The match begins with Gallows laying into Ford with a series of strikes in the corner. Anderson tags in and hits an enziguri in the corner. Ford hits a big lariat and tags in. Dawkins who stomps Anderson down onto the mat. Anderson hits a big boot and a chop. Dawkins plants Anderson with a huge power slam, and Ford tags back in and hits the frog splash. Ford covers, but Gallows breaks it up. Anderson hits Ford with a spine buster. Gallows and Anderson go for the magic killer, but Dawkins breaks free. Ford takes Gallows out with a dive, and Dawkins and Ford hit a combination pop-up powerbomb and a neckbreaker that looks to be a great tag team finisher. Dawkins covers for the 3 count. Your winner, the Street Profits. To be honest with you, I'm starting to like this new Street Profits. I wonder what the name is going to be for the Street Profits with Bobby Lashley. After the bell, Bobby Lashley once again comes out to celebrate with Ford and Dawkins and at the top of the ramp. Next, we cut backstage to Paul Heyman looking visibly distraught as a Bloodline segment is announced for up next. You mean probably next week? Commercial break. Back live with Paul Heyman being interviewed backstage. Heyman immediately declines to speak, but Kayla Braxton brings up rumors she has heard, which gets Heyman to bite. Heyman talks about possibility rumors angrily before calming down and getting on his phone speaking with an unknown caller. Heyman says that Jimmy Uso will be live here on SmackDown next week. We go to commercial break. We have our main event. Edge versus Sheamus. The highly anticipated match begins with the two shaking hands before locking up. Edge hits a big shoulder tackle. Sheamus responds with a shoulder tackle of his own. Sheamus hits the Irish Curse backbreaker. Commercial break. The match continues live with Edge hitting a back elbow after springing off the bottom rope. Edge picks Sheamus from off the ring apron and power bombs him down to the floor. Edge climbs to the top rope and hits Sheamus with a flying crossbody. Edge covers for a 2 count. Sheamus goes for a 10 beats of Broadon, but Edge counters and hits Sheamus 10 times. Edge then hits Sheamus with a running spear through the ropes, sending both wrestlers crashing to the outside. We go to commercial break. We come back live with Edge breaking free from a sharpshooter and locking Sheamus in a crossface on the mat. Sheamus is able to crawl to the ropes to force the break. Sheamus goes up to the top rope, but is hit with a big boot. Edge. Edge climbs up and hits Sheamus with a superplex. Edge holds his grip and then hits with a education DDT and covers for a 2. Edge climbs back up top and Sheamus follows up top to plant Edge with an avalanche. White noise. Sheamus then hits a Celtic cross and covers, but Edge kicks out at 2. Sheamus grabs Edge and this time hits Edge with 10 beats of the Broderon. Edge taunts Sheamus and Sheamus grabs Edge once more and hits about 25 more times. Edge slaps Sheamus across the face and hits a lariat. Edge goes to the corner as the crowd loudly cheers Edge as he goes for the spear, but Sheamus counters with a knee strike and then a brogue kick. Sheamus covers for a very close 2 count. Edge dodged a second brogue kick and hits a spear. Edge then covers for 2 to a shocked reaction from the crowd. Edge hits a second spear out of the corner. Edge covers once again and this time for a 3 count. Edge is your winner. Edge celebrates his victory with his hand raised high as Pyro shoots off for him. While featuring is unknown for Edge, I would also like to pay tribute to an amazing career of one of the greatest ever. SmackDown goes off the air with Edge and Sheamus hugging in the middle of the ring. That's pretty much after Raw. I guess SmackDown went off the air and Edge pretty much talked to the crowd. That is it for this week's SmackDown. Let me know in the comments below what you guys thought. We'll see you back here next Friday for more SmackDown coverage, match by match play. Until then, stay safe. I'm unstoppable, and I'll see you guys probably in AEW Full Show Rampage results. I'm unstoppable, and I'm out.
Hey everybody, it's your boy Skiz here. And if you don't subscribe to Blonde and the Unstoppable Denominator, then you are a toothy bumfuck, pussy ass bitch motherfucker.